In this final section, we will look at the Four Seasons as well as other important compositions by Vivaldi. Vivaldi's most famous works include a set of 4 pieces that collectively are called the Four Seasons. The form Vivaldi uses for each of these 4 pieces is called a concerto. While the concerto predates Vivaldi, he played an important role in its evolution into the form frequently used by composers after the Baroque. A concerto is a form of music, usually in 3 movements, that splits the orchestra into 2 groups. Vivaldi composed over 500 concerti. Concerti is the plural form of concerto in Italian. Most of Vivaldi's concerti feature a single instrument accompanied by the rest of the orchestra, referred to as the tutti. Known for their passionate expression and dramatic flair, the concerti of the Red Priest almost always have a 3-movement structure where the first movement is fast, the second slow, ending with a fast final movement. Vivaldi's standards for the concerto can be seen utilized by later composers like Mozart, Brahms, Stravinsky, and even the band Deep Purple in their work Concerto for Group and Orchestra. Vivaldi's frequent use of ritornello form is also something to listen out for. What is a ritornello, you might ask? That's easy to remember when you realize that ritornello in Italian simply means little return. For in ritornello form, there is a recurring main theme interspersed with contrasting sections. The ritornello can undergo development by being presented in new and interesting ways. For instance, in the first movement of Spring from the Four Seasons, Vivaldi opens with the ritornello, which sounds hopeful and vibrant. But after a turbulent section representing a thunderstorm, the ritornello is presented in a dark minor key. While the Four Seasons is easily Vivaldi's most famous work, a collection of concerti he published before them, called L'Estro Armonico, were more influential in evolving the concerto and establishing Vivaldi as one of the greatest composers of the form. Vivaldi claimed to have written 94 operas, but only about 20 have survived. Some are still performed fairly frequently, and selections from Vivaldi's operas are popular choices for concerts and recitals. One example is Veggio con mio diletto from the opera Il Giustino. The Red Priest composed around 45 pieces of sacred music. A celebrated example of Vivaldi's religious music is the Gloria in D major, often simply referred to as Vivaldi's Gloria. It is among one of Vivaldi's most performed pieces of sacred music, often at Christmas. Hopefully this video has inspired you to explore Vivaldi's life and music further. I've linked some wonderful resources in the description below, including some suggested listening of Vivaldi's music. If you enjoyed this video and found it beneficial, give it a like and subscribe as it really helps the channel. To support this channel even further, consider joining me on Patreon. Your support helps me bring even more amazing videos to life, and the extras you get by being a patron include exclusive supplemental content and having your name appear in the credits. You can also use YouTube's Super Thanks as well as the Ko-Fi link below to provide a one-time donation. Every contribution, no matter how small, makes a huge difference. It allows me to invest in better equipment, explore new ideas, and continue to create engaging content like this. It takes many hours of research, writing, animating, and editing to make these videos possible. Show your appreciation by offering your support today. Thanks for watching, and remember to never stop learning. Thank you, Sarah Bertholet, for being a patron.